Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Market Matrix. I hope you've had a great week in your trading, and we're going to dive in here and take a look at gold, the US dollar, and we're going to look at the stock market. We're going to look at crude oil, and I might throw silver in there as well. Just remember, this isn't investment advice. I'm not giving you any buy or sell signals here. You are responsible adults, and you know that there's real risk in trading. So not going to beat a dead horse here, but there's risk involved here, and I'm not giving you advice. Okay, so let's start with gold. So before I dive into just looking at the price action, I want to take a look at what's going on the commitment of traders. And over here, we see last week we had a commitment of traders extreme from the commercials on the 26-week look back. That's the red line. While we also saw the investment advisors, the green line, were very, very bullish. And we also saw that the large specs, the blue line, were quite extreme in their long positioning. Now, what's interesting that's happening this week is we see them coming across here. So what this tells me is that the momentum is shifting to the downside for now. The large speculators, who are the people who are going to take this move in a certain direction, in this case short, are starting to add to their shorts. So they added to their shorts again last week. So I think that this week we're going to see a pullback in gold. And so basically, let's go over to look at the price action. What does that mean for actually trading gold this week? From a monthly time frame, you could see that we're in bullish market structure. Uptrend is very obvious here. So what that means is if we get a daily pullback that becomes undervalued and oversold, then I will look to buy that dip. We have an upsloping daily moving average. So if we get down to that sort of dip range, I think that'd be a good opportunity to buy. Looking at the weekly time frame, I think it looks fairly likely that we'll start this week off by coming down here and confirming a swing high, which would imply short-term weekly momentum to the downside. So weekly momentum to the downside would imply the highest probability trades will be for our shorts. Keep in mind that's not the highest probability type of trade. The highest probability trade will come whenever, if and when, the bulls can put in a higher low somewhere above this low and confirm a higher low. That will be a higher low in a dominant uptrend with bullish market structure, which would basically give us the highest probability trades, which would be H4 ducks in a barrel longs. So if we open this week and trade down into here, that would be basically a confirmation of a short-term swing high on the weekly. If somehow the bulls bring us up to here, I think that'd be something very bullish would have to be happening. That'd be a failure of this candle to do what it's supposed to do. People are looking at this candle and thinking that looks bearish. We should go down, which is correct if we do go down. But if it fails, it could imply quite a strong move is coming up. If bulls can get us up there. So basically that's what I'm watching. If we do get this H4 confirmed, or this weekly swing high confirmed, I'll probably just sit back and wait, and I'm not in a hurry to trade. I'll wait for the higher probability conditions, which would be a higher low on the weekly time frame here. So let's take a look at silver. Silver's interesting. So what do we see from a monthly time frame? We're in an uptrend. We see that silver last week just confirmed by trading up into this high. We confirmed a higher swing low on the short-term monthly market structure. So what that tells me is that we have high probability conditions to look for daily ducks in a barrel longs. So very similar to what's going on gold right now. We're in an uptrend, in an upswing. Daily ducks and barrel longs are high probability. So basically what that would look like is we'd have to have an upsloping red 52 period moving average, and we need to become undervalued versus gold, the US dollar, or bonds, and then also have an oversold reading on the stochastic or the Williams percent R. If we get that, that'd be a nice opportunity to go long on silver. On the weekly time frame, we're clearly bullish. So as of right now, H4 ducks in a barrel longs to me are the high probability trade. Right now, this looks like a liquidity sweep. We took out this high and failed to close above it. So if the bears can take us down to here, that will confirm a short-term swing high, and I'd be then watching for where can the bulls put in a higher low above this low to continue the move upwards. I think similar to gold, if the bulls can get us up to, well, for sure this level, if we can get up to there, I think the silver's going to obviously have some pretty strong momentum to do that, and the high probability trades will be H4 ducks in a barrel longs. So to start the week, just a little bit of wait and see there. So over on the US dollar, so if you follow my channel, you know that we've been hunting US dollar shorts or foreign currency longs for several weeks based on the commitment of traders strategy. And we finally got that move confirming here last week. And basically, right now, high probability trades are H4 ducks in a barrel shorts. The momentum is clearly to the downside. So what we saw here last week was, I've got it labeled here, when we traded down into this low, we confirmed a lower weekly short-term high, which was lower than this one. So this high right here now becomes an intermediate term high. So we're in the process of an intermediate term downswing in the US dollar. So that would imply strength in the foreign currencies is coming. And I'm choosing to lean towards either the Aussie, the CAD, the pound, or the New Zealand for these trades. If you're looking for a seasonal tiebreaker, the CAD and the Aussie and New Zealand all have strong true seasonal tendencies to go up right now compared to any of the other ones that are set up for commitment of trader strategies actually have seasonal headwinds right now based on the Williams true seasonal. So those ones should be stronger. So basically what we're seeing here is we've put in this lower low, we've made a lower low and a lower short-term high. So what that means is next week, the high probability trades for me are H4 ducks in a barrel shorts on the US dollar, which would mean H4 ducks in a barrel longs on your foreign currency of choice. So that's what I'm looking for here. I didn't look at the monthly on this yet, but basically we did confirm also a monthly short-term high. So what this means is that the monthly short-term market structure is to the downside. We can see that the market structure is bullish right now. We're put in a higher high here when we took out this high. And we also see that the dominant underlying trend with the upsloping 52-month moving average is bullish. So the highest probability opportunity will be wait to see if the bulls can put in a higher low somewhere on the monthly. Once that confirms, that should bring us high probability opportunities to go long on the daily time frame. So heading over here onto the stock market. So we see basically we're in an uptrend, obviously quite clear, and the high probability trades right now for me are daily ducks in a barrel longs on the ES here. And then if we look at the weekly chart, we see last week that we confirmed a weekly higher low. So this is a swing low, it's higher than this one, so we confirmed a higher low, and it looks like we're also going to confirm or take out this high and make a higher high. So as of right now, the market structure suggests that we should keep going up. If you're looking for a target as far as where this move could take us, using just an extension of this swing could take us up to 6,500 or 6,400 would be a more kind of conservative target based on this swing. So basically for the ES next week, the high probability conditions for me or trades for me would be H4 ducks in a barrel longs. And lastly, looking at crude, if we were to look at crude on the commitment of traders here for just a quick second, I'll show you the positioning suggests to me that we're likely going to see further bearish momentum on crude. So what we see here is a couple of weeks ago, we had a commitment of traders set up where the commercials were very, very, very short relative to the last 26 weeks. And the advisors, the green line, they were very bullish. And the large specs were at a very 26-week extreme in their long positioning. So now what we've seen is they've come out of the extreme zones. And what this tells me is that they're coming across here. The momentum is to the downside. The funds that are taking this move into this direction are adding to their shorts. So we should expect most likely this to continue. And basically that's kind of what I'm looking for based on just looking at the positioning. If we take a look at the market structure, monthly does not look good for gold, for oil. We confirmed a short-term lower high here on gold, or on, why do I keep saying gold, on crude oil. So what that tells me is that the momentum is to the downside. If the market structure is as bearish as it looks, we should anticipate a lower low at some point. So we just put in a lower high, lower low, lower high. Where do we go down here to put in a lower low? Possibly a target using target shooter would be taking us down to about $50 a barrel. I'm not suggesting that will happen, but if you were, because we can see it's been very, very choppy, so to expect it to break out of this range now, I can't predict that. I'm not trying to predict that. But daily ducks in a barrel shorts are the high probability trade for me right now. So you can see that's not going to happen for a while. The 52 period moving average is still sloping up. What would have to happen is for this to start to roll over, and then we get an overbought and overvalued rally, and we'd sell that rally in alignment with the daily trend. So looking at the weekly time frame, we are in a downswing. So this is interesting to me. What I'm interested to see is, can the bulls step up and put in a higher low? Because you can see here, we put in a higher high. Now we're coming back. Can the bulls put in a higher low? And if they do, that would present high probability conditions for me to look for H4 ducks in a barrel longs. And what would basically the target be for that is, if we did put in a swing low here this week, the extension would take us up to around 90 and 91.32. So is that going to happen? Maybe. I have no idea. But for now, the momentum is to the downside. So until we get a confirmed swing low here, the high probability trades are H4 ducks in a barrel shorts. But I would really like to see, can the bulls put in a higher low here? If they can, I think that's going to look pretty good for longs up to here and then up to 91. So that's what I'm looking at for these markets this week. Some good opportunities on the table. Particularly, I think the best opportunities this week will be in the currencies against the US dollar. That move is underway. And we have the market structure ducks in a barrel trades lining up very nicely with the commercial commitment of traders strategy having triggered. So going to milk this move for as much as we can get out of it. Stock market looks okay, although it's been choppy as hell. So bullish until the bears tell me to be bearish, basically, on that. And gold, looking a little weak here, looking for a pullback to start this week, and then start to hunt that higher low on the weekly. So that's it. You guys have a great week. I really appreciate you listening. If you like listening to my content, you can feel free to share it with your friends, subscribe and like, all those things. I also have a private Discord. You're welcome to send me an email, and I'd be happy to give you an invite link to come in there and chat the markets, commitment to traders, and market structure style trading. Good crew of people in there. And if you want access, just send me an email, tradeoustrades@gmail.com. Have a good week.